Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks. With my partner, Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Down the field, it's DJ Moore. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drop.
A gain of 22 yards. First down.
First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by the rookie out of Auburn. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
And good.
Hey, appreciate it, Cap.
Paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and a yard. Now it's Milroe. Quick ball to Smith and Jigba. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
You'll see right before the ball was snapped, the quarterback just take a peek. Is there enough space between the defender and your wide receiver that you intend to throw this little quick to? That's called the cushion. Cushion's big enough, you can run the play. He gets up in press coverage, you got to get at him. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Got it with Smith and Jigba. And he's going to have a 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up the 1st down.
That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the gun, it's Milroe. hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
It's second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And this is caught left sideline, but out of bounds, says the official. Incomplete. That ball a little late getting there. And it's going to bring up third down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On third down, Milrow. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's his third touchdown catch this year. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
They'll put Loveland in motion. They'll go play action here with Williams. That is caught downfield by Odunze. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
25 yards. And the Bears first down.
On the give, here's Swift. And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play. They face second down and 7. A play fake. Now Williams. A throw on the move is caught. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. Off play action. Here's Williams. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Try again. It's second and 10. They'll put Loveland in motion. On second down, it's a run with Swift. And he's into the end zone. What a response. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Out of the gun, it's Milrow. The reception for Rashid Shaheed. Well, that helps to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
Milroe on third down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Triple zeros on the clock. The first quarter has come to an end. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Milroe. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have a Seahawks first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. That's a gain of 18.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To throw again is Milroe. This one complete downfield to Walker. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. A big play for Seattle. An even 40 yards. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's first and goal. Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up second down.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Williams now to throw. He'll try and set up the tight end screen. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down. On fourth down, here's Torrey Taylor to punt for Chicago. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. And that one had too much behind it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Off the play fake, here's Milroe. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll go play action with Milroe. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And he will get into the end zone. Jackson Smith-Njigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Seahawks add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got Loveland free left side. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Throwing is Williams. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target. And now it's 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. It's always a gamble anytime you go for 4th down on your side of the field, but they clearly thought they had a play that they liked, but the defense came up huge, and now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage of this short field.
This pass taken in by Shaheen. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. 13 yards on the catch there. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To the air, it's Milroe. Smith-Njigba has it on that out route. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We're back to Seattle after this. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Play action. It's Milroe. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end to the 10-yard line. He is out of bounds there. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. Here's Walker. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Here's Milroe to throw. And a nice job there on that return. Gives them breathing room up past the 30-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Like, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Good hustle by the defense to hit the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Open man, that's Luther Burden. And He'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Now Williams. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That was broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
So often we see on these deep passes, the defender lose track of the ball in the air. They then tend to panic, and it either leads to a big pass completion or a defensive PI. In this case, he stays in phase. He's able to break the ball up and prevent a big play from happening.
And he'll get about 3 here on second down before he's out of bounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
It's a gain of 14.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
That one intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Here's a design run. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Here's second and 3 to go. From the gun, it's Milrow. On a man left side, it's caught. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
He'll get this out wide. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. They get 18 on that one. First down, Seattle.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
On first down, it's Milrow. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. Still going inside the 20. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. A big play for Seattle. 36 yards. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. Shotgun run now with Walker. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Out of the gun, it's Milrow. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. we do know it'll be third down.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
So you find yourself playing with a 2-score lead. Of course, it goes without saying, Mike, you don't want to take any unnecessary risks. The primary reads weren't there. Works through his progression, move on to the next play, and just throw that ball away.
McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Seahawks will extend their third-quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown when you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. A play fake. Now Williams. That's complete to Moore on the right side. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
From the 43, here's second down and 2. Here's Williams. Right side, caught by Burton. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Williams. Looking for his tight end there, but left too far. Incompletion. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
It's a gain of 23.
That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 23 yards. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. To throw is Williams. Here as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt. And although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
Throwing on second down. Williams. They'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. They'll try to run. He's got the first down. He's got the touchdown. Touchdown Bears. It's his second touchdown of the year.
Yeah, this is not a big surprise here, Mike. You're down big. It's the 4th quarter. You have no choice but to go for it here on 4th down, maintain possession, and they were able to come through.
Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Now Milroe on first down. Rolling right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Montez Sweat getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Now Milroe facing third and long. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession. To go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down, not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. So, from the 25, it's second and 5. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6.
What is that?
Off play action. Here's Williams. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separating the man from the ball. And it'll bring up third down.
Third down and 7.
What is that?
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Flush to his right. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And he'll give his guys a little bit more room to work with. He's able to get forward, out beyond the 10-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Milroe. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Milroe throwing on second down. Now he'll run. And they'll get him down, but not before he takes this across the 30-yard line. A gain there of 20. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
On third down, Milroe. That is hard. He finds Walker. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big play for Seattle. And even 30 yards.
At the 39-yard line.
Throwing now, Milroe on first down. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now it's Milroe. Got it with Smith and Jigba. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense. You don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is,
they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone. 18 yards. They will run it over center with Swift. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. That's out quickly to Pittman. And he'll take this one in. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Chicago.
what a finish there to get the touchdown, but of course the job's not done, and this is where the defense needs to regroup, Mike. It's one thing to give up the touchdown, but now you're still one stop away from being the hero. They got to dial in, get their best defense called, and somehow find a way to keep them out of the end zone.
They'll drop to throw. Forced, and they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Mike, we hear it so often when a team trails by 8. Oh, this is only a one-score game. That's not always the case. It's dependent upon getting that two-point conversion. So here you go. If you fail, they got to find a way to get the ball back and score again.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On play action, Milrow. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down. Elijah Arroyo was the intended target. And that will lead to a second down. From the gun, it's Milrow. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Talk things over before third down. Now Milrow. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Milrow. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. And he will have the Seahawks first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. That's a gain of 18.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. How to imagine it's victory formation. We're a couple meals away from this game being over.
The Bears go ahead, take their third and final timeout, and will take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. They face second down and 7. They'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walter. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
From the gun on third down, it's Milrow. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Staying out there for this fourth down. Out of the gun. The blitz gets there. He is sacked. And they turn it over on downs.
You give your offense a chance to close this game out. If they pick up the first down, this game is over. But now, after the defensive stop, we're starting to see some signs of life on that other side.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact, incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. Loveland open right side. He's got it. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down. Throwing again, Williams. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. Now it's going to be third down. So now the Brazilian-born Cairo Santos in a big spot. This a potential game winner. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
Well, there's no more pressure-filled spot for a kicker than that one right here, Mike. I mean, it's very simple. You make it, you win. You miss it, you lose. And what's he do? He comes through to not only give his team the lead, but most likely the victory.
And he's going to go all the way. Oh, that's some late magic. They've taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Doesn't it feel like we go weeks at a time, Mike, without a nice return in the kicking game? But now here late in the fourth quarter, he finds a crease and he hits the hole and doesn't stop until he's celebrating in the end zone.
That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll look deep for Pittman. That is incomplete with 1 second left on the clock.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
Again, working deep downfield. His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. So the 12th man, a factor here as it's a win for the Seahawks. What a finish to this one. The defense comes up with the interception in clutch time to seal it on the final play, and the defense walks off the field with the victory for their team. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the